Hi, this is Dan Chang, and this is part three of character poses for character design, and I'm 133. Over here, I've got my image of my character design here, and usually have that off to the side just so that I can have something to look at as I try to put this on model. Now, by putting on a model, I'm not necessarily saying like put all the details in there. I'm just block in the shapes and such, make sure that it's recognizable, all that kind of stuff, right? So for example, make it so that the arm is recognizable as being a robot arm. Yeah. So things like that. So, so let's do that first. Got this. And I know we've got this like cool fin thing right here. And then, of course, the robot hand. It's so weird to think that this character would be singing like, part of your world or whatever kind of Disneyfied I want song there might be. But, it might not be that, it may not be that cheesy. Maybe she's not singing. Maybe she's just lamenting something. I don't know. All right, so there's this, and then there's, of course, like a circular thing here, and that shoulder pad thing, and then over here is with the tube there. Cool. And of course, we've got our shirt. I'm just going to simplify it with that one rip right there. And she's kind of putting her hand against the chest, so it's soft, right? So something like that. Something like that, perhaps. And then over here is our bicep thing, and then we've got our shoulder pad. Well, might be going away from us, so perhaps we're only seeing the backside of it. It's not that big. Something like that. And now the hair. Let's see. Oh, I flipped it. The swoop's supposed to go this way. That's important. I don't like it's creating a tangency. It's got to be behind it. That's probably best. Aha. So this part of goes like that. And then, oh yeah, and we've got our, this hair is complicated, isn't it? Sheesh, man. All right, here we go. Something like this. And then we've got our ears and of course I think maybe we should have it on the other side too. All right, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to open her eyes. I think it makes it easier to relate when you can see the pupils using the bracket keys there to change the brush size. And then here's the nostrils. Like that. And we can have her saying something, so her mouth's open there. But yeah, there we go. This is close enough for the face. Neck right here. There. And then we've got our, oh yeah, and there's this t-shirt part. I know it's a small detail, but I find it to be important. The one shoulder thing. And then there's also the under, whatchamacallit, the sports bra underneath it. Cool. And she's got some ab muscles. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna have a bit of the shirt overlap. Yeah. So there's a belt thing. Got something there. A holster thingy out there. Got this. I'm gonna put it on the other side. There. And then this will just be pouches. Cylinder. Another pouch thing. Okay. Cool. Ah, okay, so this leg is the leather boot. Got the boot here. And then got the shorts. Again, you gotta like curve that so that it looks like it's coming towards us, or else you'll never foreshorten it, you know? Gotta curve towards us. Same thing with all the fishnet here. Gotta curve like that. Yeah. And then we've got shorts for this side as well. And then this is the bionic leg, which is cool. Again, can't worry about all this surface detail stuff while you're drawing the gesture. It's just too much, right? You won't get a nice flow to your line work if you're worrying about all the technic technical details here. So you just gotta draw a simplified version first and then figure out the details afterwards. Again, you have so many chances to draw over it again and again. If this thing is off model after I draw it, I could fix that, right? It's digital, so that's a wonderful part about this digital medium. The not so wonderful parts are what you have to save and save often, right? Or else you might lose your work, right? That's not something that happens in traditional media. Um, other not so wonderful parts is you don't actually get any physical art out of this unless if you print it out afterwards or something. In which case, it's like, you just have something that you can show on your phone or a computer screen or something, right? So, all right. So there's and then this thing. I don't know. I don't know what machine this is. I'm just gonna draw like a box for now. Cool. And she's gonna, yeah, I probably drew this part too high. Let's give her some space. There we go. A little bit more comfortable, I think. Something like that. Cool. So there's one drawing. I know she's got a lot more detail on her, so it's a little harder for sure. Yeah. Make another layer. I like to draw these on separate layers, I think. All right, so the tricky part about this is this hand that is like wiping. How do you wipe away brow sweat with robot hands? I don't know. But yeah, so there's like that part, and then we're gonna there we go. And then we've got this. I might have made that arm too big. Oh, okay, and then we've got our, let's see. Yeah, I think it might be too large. Let's see. Mistakes can be made, but more importantly, mistakes can be fixed. It's a little better now. Okay. And then we've got the shirt. All right. Let's see if I can draw. Okay, got the lashes. Got that. Let's draw the nose. Yeah, I like that better. I like having kind of the pointed. So she's just, you know, I don't know how to illustrate the without it getting too strange, but yeah, it's more an animated thing. So now that we've got this, and now we got the hair. Oh, maybe yeah, maybe as the brow is being wiped away. Yeah, we don't have any good views from this side, honestly. I don't know. On my honest opinion is I don't know what happens here. Let's see. Well, you fake it, right? There we go. Got the ear right here. This part gets covered up by the hair. Convenient. Don't have to deal with that. And then spikes, spikes, spikes back here. Let's do that. Cool. Some spikes on the other side there as well. Okay, cool. we go. Cylinder and another pouch thing, and then over here's the cylindrical thing. Cool. And then we've got, yeah, I think it points down, and this one kind of comes out a little bit. Sometimes it's a little hard to figure out what direction the cylinder falls, but let's see. Not bad. Okay. Goes like this. And then we've got our feet here. Cool. And then the cylinder here. Fishnet stockings. Curve kind of downward. Over here's the big bionic leg. Yeah. This is also why, like, when y'all have very detailed character designs, I'm like, can you figure out a way to simplify it? Because you're gonna draw that thing twice and then you're gonna get sick of it and you're gonna be like, I gotta redesign this thing to make it workable. Because otherwise it can actually really, really hurt as far as like, man, I just wanted to draw it once and for the rest of the time it's just a 3D model. I'm gonna erase this because that's that strap thing right there. Right. If I could see it. Let's see here. And then this part goes like this. Okay, one, and then the foot, and this part. It's pretty much the same as the model there. And then the hand. So over here is a box of some sort, crates. Let's go up. Yeah. So that one is above us. How about that? And if she's not careful, it's going to get knocked over. I might have drawn the hand too big, but you can always resize it. Just a bit. A little goes a long way there. It goes that way. Yeah. Oh boy, is it coming towards us or going away from? Ah, that's the question. Oh, I don't know. Straight on. I'm confused. Here, commit. Could be wrong, but just commit to one of them. There you go. Like that. Pretty cool. Got the bird here and stuff. Just something like that. She does seem a little bit bigger, maybe because she's so buff. You might have to shrink her down a slight bit and then scoot her to the side. Cool. And then the last one is this one where she's like, "Oh, wait till I tell you this cool joke, right?" Or something. All right, let's start drawing this last one. Ah, I need to get on the right thing. All right, right here. New layer. Draw everything on its own separate layer. All right, let's see. Gonna try my best to try to get this thing on model, but it's gonna be hard. I know it. But let's try it though, you know? Draw something down and then if it doesn't quite fit, then redraw it. Let's see here. I think it would be like that. And I think this eye might be too close. Yeah, a little bit further out. B. Ah, I know. The mouth needs to be higher up. I'll make that teeth. So it'll be tongue. And then we'll have the cheeks. Cool. Something like that, maybe. These eyebrows are rather thick. Let's thin them down a little. Then we got lips. So when the head's tilted up, this kind of starts flattening out because they're looking up, right? And then the ears will be around there. Kind of made this front thing pretty big. Might be a little off model, but uh, Something like that. All right. Now, drawing this bionic arm again. Starting to regret, like, why did I design this so complicated? You know, you'll it's like, oh yeah, if this ever becomes a comic book, you're gonna see a redesign of this arm. Just be like, like a normal arm, but unless if I get really good at drawing this arm, then that'll be my thing. But sheesh. All right, so here we go, like that. Cool. Like, yeah. You'll never guess what happened to me at the store. You know, I don't know. What else could she be saying? I did it. I invented, I don't know, quantum fusion. What does that mean? Okay, got this. Gotta have like this part. Her shoulders are a little wide, admittedly, here. And so is her upper torso, man. Here, so this chest, like that. Well, the hand's covering it, so don't draw all of it, I guess. All right. Arm might be a little long. And then like this, and then the hand. Be like something like that. I shouldn't darken it too much. Light, lightly now. Okay, so her stomach might scrunch a little bit. All right, so now that I'm seeing the side here, this part will, yeah, it'll be like that. And those block here, followed by a cylinder. My goodness, why couldn't it all be the same pouch? Just not as exciting of a design if it's all the same, you know? Hmm, like this. Drop that in. This is This part, get the net, the netting, cool. Cool. And of course, we got the knee. And there's like armor here. You could kind of see like you get faster at, you know, as you kind of remember things. But man, can get kind of tedious after a while. This thing that thought was such a cool design becomes my albatross, my can become my undoing. Okay, here we go. Something like that. Yes. Oh yeah, one more cable here, I guess. Goes in there. All right, now let's hide all these. Not bad. Not terrible as far as like designs go. Let's see here. On this one, I think we need a couple, yeah, something like that one right there. And and then yeah, last but not least, I think I want to just give it give each one of these a gray background. So I'm just gonna select around it, Control Shift I, and then make a new layer underneath, fill it with gray. Ah, missed a spot. Fine. I'll just paint it in. Whatever I missed, you know? And then I gotta erase this and this part. Cool. All right. Group, call it Pro uh, uh, Excited. Yeah. And then this one is gonna probably be called Pro Exhausted or something like that. Mm-hmm. Control Shift I. Make a new layer underneath this. Missed a lot. Okay. Just paint it in afterwards. Cool. Like that. Erase. Cool, cool. Control G. Call this Pro Exhausted. Okay. Now here, again, select the outside and whatever holes that you can find. Like right there. Okay, now Control Shift I. Make a new layer beneath. Fill it with gray. Ooh, that one was pretty dang good. Yeah, not bad. Pretty good at filling it in. Ooh, what do you call that? Pro, uh, wanting? Yeah, pro wanting, maybe? I don't know what you would call this emotion. It's the I want song idea, right? So, all right. So this guy is the casting a spell kind of thing. So Shift I, yeah, Control. Wait, here too. Control Shift I. Make a new layer beneath. Fill in the rest. You remember this kind of stuff just through sheer repetition alone. Do it enough times, you'll remember. Group, and I call this antagonist ant, and then call it casting, right? And then, oh, it's this one. Here, let's do this one first. Use like reciting Shakespeare or something. Oh, perfect. Ant, call it, I guess it's his version of wanting. Yeah, ant wanting. And then this is ant frustrated. Die. New layer. Underneath. Well, almost. Just gotta get that FUD in. Or ant thinking. Cool. And then yeah, I guess I should label it all, right? So let's do that real quick. Say cast casting spell. Casting a spell. It's kind of, the text is too big. Let's go to 24. Yeah, there we go. Casting a spell. Over here is uh, wanting or waxing poetic. And then Control J, bring it here. Frustrated thought. Like he's trying to figure it out. He's like, how do I, right? And then she is like, wishing. Yeah, she's wishing for something. Wishing and wanting, same thing. Over here. Oh, actually, on the exhausted one, let's raise it up a bit. Yeah, better. Okay, wishing. This one is called exhausted. Pretty fun. And then this one is excited. Cool, excited. And so there we go. I've got three, three acting poses for my antagonist and three acting poses for my protagonist, right? And, just put it all on a sheet on a separate layer, I think. Eventually we'll assemble it all and put it onto a model sheet. But this is pretty good. Um, not exactly my best drawings, honestly. Like this one, I think it's almost like she's got a weird belly here. Let me let me fix that real quick. Again, whatever you don't like, you can always just come back and fix it, you know. No harm, no foul. Just, you know, a lot of times like you'll get notes from an art director and they'll be like, "Fix this." Well, then just fix it. You don't need to argue. You don't need to, you go like, "Okay." And then the art director's like, "Wow, that person's really easy to work with. I like working with that." Yeah, that's what you want, right? Any case, here we go. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you next week.